Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to today's video. I'm low-key sweating right now. I'm wearing a really chunky sweater underneath this flannel, and it kind of was a bad decision because now I feel like I'm boiling. But hi, in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience on getting my 2 COVID vaccines. During Vlogmas, I made a vlog of when I got my first vaccine, and I talked about how I was going to make a video discussing my experience and everything, which was something that I did plan on doing, but I wanted to wait until I got my second vaccine because I wanted to see if my side effects were the same or if they were different. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Also too, a little disclaimer I kind of want to throw in here before I get started is I just kind of want to tell you guys that I am not sitting here telling you that you have to get the vaccine. It is 100% optional. If you feel like you want to get it, then by all means, get it. But if you don't want to get it and you don't feel that it's something that you want to do, then you absolutely do not have to. On my vlog, I actually went through and deleted pretty much all of the comments because there was not one positive comment on that video. A lot of them were a lot of internet trolls, but I deleted a lot of the comments actually because of the fact that I was getting quite a bit of hate from people because I was talking about how I was getting the vaccine and I got the vaccine in that video, which, I mean, whatever, everyone has their own opinion, but people were saying nasty things. They were saying things that weren't even true about the vaccine and weren't even related to it, and they were saying that I'm a part of the problem because I chose to get it. Just crazy stuff that honestly didn't even need to come up. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there real quick is if by any means you feel that I'm pressuring you to get the vaccine, just know that I am not. As a healthcare worker, I decided to get the vaccine because as someone who's on the front lines, who works hand in hand with COVID, I wanted to protect myself, I wanted to protect my family, I wanted to protect my friends, and I also wanted to protect being around my boyfriend and his family. So I felt the need and I felt the right to do that as a healthcare worker and as someone who works with it on a daily basis and as someone who is going to school for a healthcare program at a healthcare college. So just kind of wanted to throw that out there for anyone who is wondering, concerned, why are you doing a disclaimer? That is the reason why. It's just because I got quite a bit of hate on that video, in the comments, which is why I deleted all of the comments. I didn't disable comments, but I went through and deleted all of them because I was just not putting up with it. It was just it just was unnecessary. But yeah, so story time. Here is my experience getting the 2 COVID vaccine doses. So I got the Pfizer vaccine. That was the vaccine that was offered to me. I was actually one of the first healthcare workers, not the very first, but I got one of the first options of when I wanted to get it because as someone who worked directly on the front lines, we got pushed ahead as far as timing when we were able to start getting it. So I actually got my first vaccine on December 23rd, and I got it early in the morning after my shift. I worked a night shift, basically went to where I needed to go, got my shot, and then I left. So when I walk in, you basically walk in, you check in, you have your card and everything. They give you the card when you get there, and then you have to keep it for your second vaccine. It's basically that medical card that you've seen everyone post pictures of. It's the white index card, and it has either a sticker or it's written when you got your first one, and then the nurse's initials that did it, and then when your second dose is supposed to be and everything. So that's pretty much what it is like, hey, you got the first one, now you need your second one. So that's pretty much how it worked. So I went in, honestly, it felt, to me personally, it felt just like a regular shot. To be honest with you, I handle shots perfectly fine when I get it. Like, I don't have a problem when I get shots. I really don't feel them. The two people that I had do both of mine did really good. I didn't feel it going in, so that was pretty good. But I'm pretty good with shots. I've always been good with shots. Like, it's never really fazed me. I don't look at it though. Like, I look away, but like, it just doesn't ever faze me. So it didn't feel weird when it was like getting injected or anything. So it felt fine. And then after I got it, I pretty much just went to the other table, scheduled my second, and then they had us go sit in like an observation. It was all in like the same, it was in a huge hall area that we have in the hospital, and they had it like all open up and they had it all spread, and they have like an observation area towards like the back, and all the chairs were like spread out 6 feet and everything. But basically you just went and sat for like 20 minutes just to make sure you didn't develop a reaction or you didn't feel dizzy or anything. So you just went and sat in observation. They had nurses and other staff over there making sure you were feeling okay and everything. So yeah, so I went home and then I pretty much went to sleep because I just got off from a night shift, so I was tired. I went to bed and I woke up, and I gotta be honest, when I got the first dose, I really didn't have really bad symptoms. The only thing I had was I had a lot of arm pain, like where I got the injection. My arm had hurt, and usually after I get a shot, the injection site always hurts, but this was like my whole arm. It was just sore, it was painful, it kind of felt heavy, and if someone bumped into me, I'd kind of be like, don't do that. So it definitely was sore, but I really didn't have anything else. I felt just really tired, but I didn't feel like anything weird. So that the arm pain probably lasted for like 2 or 3 days, and then it was like done. So I really didn't have a problem with that. And then yeah, pretty much just waited like the 3 weeks that I needed to get my second dose. So I ended up getting my second dose on January 13th, which actually was just a few days ago because I'm filming this on January 16th. So I had gotten that vaccine actually in the evening because that was the time that they had available for that day, because you have to have it basically like 3 weeks to the day or like the day after. You have to have it in a very like specific time frame. It's like 3 or 4 weeks, but it has to be like specific to the T in a specific time frame, because in order for the 2 vaccines to like work, it has to be distributed that way. And so I got my second dose. Again, you know, I went through the same process. It didn't hurt when they gave me the shot. I sat for the 20 minutes and then I went home. Gotten that shot around like 6:40 at night, and then I went home and just relaxed, and that was that. I feel weird when I got home, so I, showered, did my night routine, and then went to bed. When I woke up that Thursday morning, because I got it on a Wednesday, when I woke up that Thursday morning, can I just say, I felt like I had the flu. I felt incredibly awful, like to the point to where I was like, oh my God. Like, and it really didn't hit me until I was like on my way to class, going to my chemistry lab, which it kind of made me feel a little disoriented. I really just didn't know like what was going on, and I was like, oh my God, like what is happening to me? And so pretty much what happened was I had woken up and I just kind of felt like, ugh, like I just didn't really feel like myself. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then as I was getting ready to leave and I was like walking to my car, it really hit me. I was like, wow, I'm feeling like really, really hot. Like I was I was having a hot flash. So I was like, ugh, let me take off my jacket. And then like that morning when I woke up, I wasn't hungry at all. Like I absolutely had no appetite, but I was like really thirsty. Like I was craving fluids, but I wasn't hungry. Like I tried to eat breakfast and I just like couldn't, which is not like me. I am a breakfast eater. Like I'm a breakfast, lunch, dinner eater. Like if I don't eat breakfast, then I don't have energy in the morning to get going. Like I can't just drink a smoothie or I can't just like have coffee. Like I have to have like a meal for breakfast. I have to have something to eat. And I just was like, okay, it's kind of weird. So I got to my class. I was like sweating profusely. And then all of a sudden, I started getting the chills. My body started to ache really bad. I had a horrible headache and I just did not feel okay. I'd gotten home. I decided, all right, I'm going to take a bath, which is what I did. I took a nice bath. I took like at least a 2-hour nap and to try to help it. Nothing helped. And then luckily for the rest of the day, I just had Zoom classes, so I pretty much just sat on my couch. But needless to say, it was a bad situation for me. I was flushed. I was very pale in the face. Like, my skin tone now is like my normal skin tone. Picture this, but like 5 times lighter in my face. My face was like super pale. My cheeks were flushed. And this was after I woke up from my nap. I had the chills, and then the next hour I'd be sweating, and then I'd have the chills again. The worst body aches of my freaking life. I legit felt like I was like fajangled into like a pretzel, and then like my body was super sore and I was like, oh my god, I can't move. Like that's how I felt. My lower back hurt so bad, like so bad, to the point of like I can't even explain it. Like I have a pretty high pain tolerance and I'm usually pretty good when it comes to pain, but this was like something that I was like, oh my gosh, like oh my goodness, I cannot handle this. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, like I am having bad side effects from this one. And a lot of my coworkers that I had that got the vaccine on the same day as me were experiencing the exact same side effects. So I was like, all right, it's not just me, it's several other people. Like, we're good, it's okay. Like, obviously that kind of sucked because I was like, that's the last thing I want right now is to feel like poo-poo, but I did. And so basically Thursday, I legit just like couldn't handle it. I was like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. And then Thursday night, we were having really bad winds because we got a blizzard on Friday, which is technically yesterday, and all of our classes got canceled, which kind of was in favor of me because I was like, thank the Lord I can sleep it off. So basically I had just felt like awfulness on Thursday, and I'm not telling you guys this to like scare you. I'm telling you this to give you my true, raw, honest, like, this is what I went through when I got the vaccine. Now, I'm gonna be honest when I say, does it make me regret getting the vaccine? No, it does not. I'm glad that I got it, and I knew going into it that these were the possible side effects that could happen. I just wasn't expecting it to hit me like a train like that. I had already known that these were the possible side effects that could have happened to me, so I was already well aware of that. I was already like, and even when I got the shot, like the nurse that administered it to us, she even said like, hey, these are possible like side effects and symptoms you could have from getting it. Like I was already aware, and they made it known like, hey, if you have these symptoms, like, you know, it can happen. Like if you're at work and you're feeling this way, like you need to tell someone right away. So, you know, it it's one of those things where it's like, it is what it is. And I knew what I was getting myself into. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh my God, you got this thinking it was going to be wonderful. No, I knew that I was possibly going to have some side effect or anything. I was just expecting it to go smooth like the first one did. So when I woke up that morning and I was like, ooh, wow, that was surprising to me. But basically I'd taken Advil Thursday night before I went to sleep. I had chills all through the night, and then when I woke up Friday morning, I felt wonderful. I felt so much better. But when I woke up, I was in the biggest pool of sweat from head to toe that you could see my body indentation in my sheets. I had to change my sheets because they were drenched. So that made me think that, and I had taken my temperature like Thursday when I started feeling sick, and I didn't have a fever. So I'm thinking throughout the day, I developed one, so I probably should have like checked it throughout the day, but I didn't have one before I went to class. I'm thinking I developed one during the day. That's why I kept having like the off and on hot cold flashes, and that's when it developed. So my Advil definitely broke my fever, and I didn't have one because I took my temperature that Friday morning, legit after I woke up, thinking like there was a roof leak above me, and it legit looked like I jumped in the swimming pool. Like my hair was drenched, like it legit was like wet. My whole body, my clothes were soaked. I had to like put my clothes in the washer because they were soaked from head to toe and everything. So it was crazy, but I don't regret it. But Friday morning, I woke up and I actually felt so much better. You know, I just felt tired and I had a headache, but I didn't feel at all like I did Thursday. And then I woke up today and I feel normal again. So it literally only lasted for like 24 hours and then it was gone. But I also took Advil or ibuprofen like every 6 hours. So I kept up on trying to like keep it tolerable and everything. So I think that that also helped a lot. But yeah, I didn't have any really, it didn't last like as long as some other people have said that it lasted. It only lasted about a day for me, but that's me. Someone else could have like an entirely different experience. Like I said, I don't regret getting the vaccine at all. I'm very, very happy that I did. And I feel very happy to know that like I'm protecting myself and I'm being able to protect like my family and stuff, considering that I work on the front lines and I'm involved with that every day. It just makes me feel better knowing that I can like help, I can like help keep myself protected and also keep people around me protected, knowing that like I, you know, can get the vaccine and get vaccinated. Like as a healthcare worker, like I obviously like I believe in vaccinations. I believe that, you know, people should be vaccinated, and I think that it's a really good thing to do because it protects yourself and it can also protect people around you as well. So, I mean, that's kind of just my opinion though, considering I work in the medical field and based on science and everything. That's just something that is my opinion. You might not believe in vaccinations or you don't want to vaccinate, and that is 100% up to you. I am not judging you for that. I am not sitting here saying like you have to get this vaccine. Like that is your decision. If you feel that you don't want to get it or you don't believe in it, like you do you. But yeah, I hope I didn't scare you guys in this video. I just wanted to share with you guys the honest truth of how I felt after I got the vaccine, because a lot of people have been sharing their experiences on the internet. There's also been a lot of like conspiracy theories and just a lot of like weird stories out there that like I know aren't true, but I wanted to share my experience because a lot of people have had the same experience as far as symptoms of how they felt. Some people have felt like that after the first vaccine, and some people have felt like that after the second vaccine. So that's just something I kind of wanted to throw out there. And that's just something that I wanted to share with you guys about my experience. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you guys give it a big thumbs up. Hope you guys are having a great year so far. Hopefully 2021 is treating you right. It's definitely been an interesting start, to say the least. I don't really know what I think about it yet. I kind of think like we got our free trial and I kind of already want to skip to 2022. I think I'm kind of scared to see what this year is gonna bring. Obviously with everything that's been going on in our country, in our state capital and everything in our capital in Washington, D.C. I'm just a little nervous to kind of see how this year's going to go. Yeah, but again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also too, don't forget to subscribe down below for new videos every week. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified when I upload a new video. And also too, always leave suggestions for me down below in the comment section. That way I know what you guys want to see. This year on YouTube, I'm really going to focus a lot on videos. I also want to give you guys a ton of content that you're looking for. So feel free to leave any video suggestions down below so I know what it is you guys want to see from me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you live. Stay home. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.